G'day fellas and welcome to a casted game of Age of Empires 4, which I'm sure you've already seen is looking a little bit different. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome you to our very first free-for-all game on the brand new DLC. Two new civilizations, variant civilizations, but they're kind of different, and they are going to shape up, or they're going to change the way FFA plays forever, because these two civilizations are late-game monsters. Let's talk a little bit about those two civilizations a little bit later on in the video and talk about what we've got before us right now. 8 of the world's best players, including one guy in particular who is looking a little bit unfamiliar. Who is this guy? Ayyubids? Well, we'll check in with him a little bit later and introduce our players. Just, I guess before we do that, he's actually putting it down up here. This is actually an AI, I'm telling you right now. Let's get into it. Let's introduce our players. But before we do this, if you haven't already, make sure you go down, hit that like button. It really helps out with the traction of the videos. And let's get into it, because we have got ourselves an FFA on our hands. Spawning in the north of the map in the color purple, playing as... What are we playing as? The Knights Templar. It took me a while there. I was looking at the flag. I'm like, that is a new one. We're playing as the Knights Templar. It is Ayyubids. And next on the list, playing in orange. You may recognize this guy. In the color orange, playing as the Knights Templar also, we have got Puppy Paw. What an absolute crazy game this is going to be. Then we've got in blue, Ayyubids. Good to see you here, Ayyubids. Thank you for joining us. I just don't think they had enough players, so they were just like, we might as well do it. Dude, is the AI... Dude, the AI's like... Oh no, does he have a stuck vill? This happened to me. I'm not even kidding you. My villager got stuck. I think his villager's stuck. It's all right. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. Don't worry. We'll get there. And in the color yellow, playing as... the Knights Templar as well. You may recognize this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Beastie. And who else have we got down here? Let's take a look at our next player in the color pink. A little bit of an isolated spawn here by the looks of it. Nobody really that close. Playing as the Knights Templar also, ladies and gentlemen, it's Corvinus1. Now, he actually starts off with one of these new unique points of interest. This one here is a merchant camp, which is very good. This is basically +1 villager from the very beginning of the game, and it looks like he would have got this. He built his TC on it. That's such a smart move. I tell you what, this guy's always ahead of the meta when it comes to FFA. Boy, oh boy. He's also captured a second. Oh my, he's got a second one. He's got 2. Wow. Okay, there you go. Next player, who have we got? Spawning in the north of the map in the color teal, playing as the Knights Templar as well. It's Crackety here. I think we've got some Knights Templar fans in this game. And in the color red, playing as the House of Lancaster. I'm going to be cheering for him. I'm sure some people out there are going to be cheering for him as well. It is Sass. Oh boy. And our final player for today, in the color green, playing as the House of Lancaster as well, we've got Calp. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a casted FFA game. It is a pleasure to have your company here on the inaugural FFA of the brand new Knights of Cross and Rose DLC. Now, if you haven't already pre-ordered this game, don't worry, I'm not going to get upset, but I will leave a link down in the description to where you can pre-order this game, because it's the new DLC. There's 2 new civilizations. They're technically variant civs, but I tell you what, they're a lot... I mean, I feel like they're way... There are more differences between this civilization and, like, the English variant and the English than there are between, like, the Ottomans and all the other civilizations, right? Like, the Ottomans are a whole new civilization, and I think part of the reason for that distinction is just because... Like, when you do it, by the way, can we just talk about this amazing outpost that Puppy Paw's got? Puppy Paw, wow, great outpost you got there, bud. Sure are getting a lot of information with that abandoned outpost. Yeah, wonderful. It's meant to provide line of sight. But yeah, my theory is, like, variants are going to be easier just because you don't have to do new voices. You don't have to do, like, you don't have to do anything new for them, really. Like, oh, obviously you do need to do new things, but, like, well, that's a dead villager. No, it's not. I take it back. Well done. Yeah, I think with the variant, like, you don't have to do new voice lines. You don't have to do new modeling on the civilization. Like, you can just take the basics and then you can just be creative with it, right? And at the end of the day, that's like the most creative part, at least in my opinion, of the civilization. But anyway, let's get into it. And, oh my lord, Corvinus1 going absolutely ham. Now, keep in mind, these new points of interest, these are something that we will need to discuss. But essentially, the way that it works is quite simple. There's 5 different types of points of interest. They don't occur on every single map, but they occur on some maps. And Land Mega Random is one of them, and I suspect that's why the boys and girls, no, there's only boys in here, that have chosen this map in particular. So there's lots of points of interest that you can choose from. Merchant camp's obviously going to be a high priority one. You've also got the abandoned outpost. You've got a wolf den, which is going to give you a little bit of gold. What else do we have down here? We've got a couple more that is over here. We've got the Ronin. So this is the Ronin one, the Lost Ronin. So the new Ronin becomes available to hire. So these are the points of interest. I think that's pretty much it we've got here so far. Yeah, there's a lot of wolves around here, but yeah, that's essentially it. Let's talk a little bit about the age ups that are starting to come through. So we've got Antioch, the Principality of Antioch for Corvinus1. Avely's also going for Antioch. Puppy Paw is going for the Knights Hospitaller. The AI Absurd is not going for anything just yet. Beastie is going for Antioch. And Crackety here is going to be going for Knights Hospitaller. So we don't see any Kingdom of France coming through here. So who do we ride on board with? You know what? Let's pick a favorite. Because if we had to pick a favorite, you know, we don't have to. But like, if you're judging the books by the covers right now, which we're going to aim to do, you would not want to favor any of these guys at the top. Like, this is not looking pretty. You got a lot of people very close to each other, which is kind of the way the cookie crumbles when it comes to FFA games, in that your spawn can always be a little bit bad. So normally you want to go for a player that's kind of got a bit of isolation, but at the same time still close to the other players. And take a look at this. We've got the very first of the Knights Hospitaller Pilgrims making its way out. Sorry, not Knights Hospitaller, rather the Knights Templar Pilgrims that are on the way out here. So Beastie going to be starting us off. We'll check in on the south side and be riding on board with Corvinus. So yeah, if I had to pick anybody, I'd probably say Beastie's got a very good position in the sense that he's quite far away from everybody. No one's going to be interested in him, but he's also going to be able to be quite accessible to these other players in the sense if he wants to start doing any killing. So we'll keep an eye out on that. He's also picked up some early ruins, and we see this one, the Forgotten Ruins. Oh, I'm so excited that he's actually got this as well. So the way this one works is super duper cool. Basically, you put a villager in the Forgotten Ruins, and it gathers up stone, and then you get a relic after 6 minutes, which is awesome. That is such a cool mechanic. That is such a great deal. I love it. Let's check in and see what the guys are up to. So Puppy Paw in the middle of the map here. He's got his pilgrims out as well. Only 63 gold coming through for him. So keep in mind that as a Knights Templar, you do start off and you do get to see where all of those sacred sites, all those relics are, and you're able to spot them all out so you can potentially deny them from any Holy Roman Empire players. And I can imagine that for 2v2, that Knights Templar together with Holy Roman Empire would be really good because you don't have to do any scouting. You just know where all the relics are. So he's in a bit of a tough spot here at the moment. I think we might ride on board for a little bit here with maybe Sass and just see how he's going because he's kind of stuck in the middle as well. He's looking to get some manners up as well and looking to try and protect himself. He's got stone out here. He spots out the stone from Puppy Paw. But these guys are obviously very keen for some action. I tell you what, I'm so excited to see them all playing FFA as well. There's quite a few creators that are in this creator preview, so make sure you go check them out. I'll be leaving a link to every single one of these creators that is in this game right now and where you can find the stuff that they do. Not everybody creates content in the same way that I do, so there'll be some Twitch streamers in here, there's some YouTubers in here, and there is also Avely, who doesn't really do either of those things, but what he does do is mod make. He like makes mods. So I'm excited to see what he's going to have for us in this new DLC, and I'll leave a link to where you can download his mods if you want to check them out. But we've got a number of manners beginning to come up, and there doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason as to how Sass is doing these at the moment. Let's check in with Kaup and see how he's going, because he's also got some manners up, and I'm loving this base building. Look at how tight these are in here. The way that he's building the Lancaster Castle with enough space to get the manners in between. So basically you've got like this defensive fortress, which is very difficult to take on. I like this. I think this is so cool. Scout is going to spot out everybody that's close to him as well. He's also picked up a couple of Forgotten Ruins. So it is things are going well for him so far. The villagers in here doing some excavation. We can see the Pilgrim's actually doing a little bit of stop by right here. I think this Pilgrim might have a little bit of difficulty reaching its target, Avely. Sorry, mate. The arrow slits are also coming through here as well for Kaup. So this Pilgrim's not going to be too long for this world. But let's check in with Corvinus1 because he's looking to expand on the south side. So he's got a second town center that's coming up. He's also doing quite a bit of reconnaissance. He's picked up multiple merchant camps. So there's one, there's two, there's the third one. He's also got this fourth one up here, which he hasn't actually captured just yet, or at least I think he had, but he's now sort of out on the map looking to just try and regain control of. Now, keep in mind with these merchant camps or with any of the points of interest, the way that it works is the more units you've got here, the faster it's going to capture them. So at the moment, it doesn't look like it's going to capture them. See, now you can see how quickly it goes, and the sergeant's going to be able to do some decent damage there to the Hospitaller Knight, but at the end of the day, look at this. He's just capturing all of them, and each one of these is representative of a villager. So this is quite a big boost to your early game economy. So really cool utilization of the land mega random mechanics that are here. Let's check in with Beastie and see how he's doing, because he's also moving into a triple town center opening. Beastie going absolutely greedy. Now, one of the things I'm always really scared about going for a 3TC opening is you kind of miss your window to kill people. and the main reason why is like 2TC fast castle into a whole bunch of units and you can just kill anybody. 3TC fast castle is a little bit more difficult just because you need extra food sources to fund all of your villages. It's going to take you longer to age up. It means you're less likely to get those kills, and that can be difficult. So I'm curious to see how Beastie goes about playing this one out, especially going so greedy. But have a look at this. He's not the only one going for extra town centers. There's Crackety here. We're right on board with him as he is in the pocket right now, and he knows he's in a little bit of trouble. He does have the pilgrims making their way out. Not the most direct route. You can see he actually has to come all the way around. Still only going to be 115 gold, despite the length of this pilgrimage that they are making, because this has been walled off. So we got ourselves a couple of wolves in the den here, and you can see these players are going to be fighting over the remnants. Actually, it looks like the remnants is already gone. We do also have the Ronin in here as well. Let's check in with the AI at the north. Did he cancel the town center? It looks like he canceled. I think this was the TC we witnessed, but the at the moment the AI is doing its thing. Good min-maxing here from the AI. I love to see it. You know, make sure you only need to put 1 mil down so you can get both the deer and the berries, and don't put the mill in between the two. You don't want to ruin your base building. Second town center now going to be coming up for Averley as well in the north of the map, and he's slowly the absurd AI is killing him. He's dying to AI. Yep, the AI is killing him. That's a lot of spears. That's a lot. Averley's getting killed by the AI. Oh, absurd AI, you are so absurd. So why are you attacking with spears, absurd AI? Go do something with your life, AI. Do you not care about victory? Sorry, I can hear my son upstairs. Ooh, let's ride about with Corvinus. Corvinus has just scouted out everybody on the map, utilizing that king ability. And of course, keep in mind that Corvinus is an incredibly competent FFA player. He knows what he's doing in a game like this. Who did he age up with? Let's have a look and see. Oh, it looks like it's the Republic of Genoa. So he's going to be potentially getting some Genoese crossbowmen out. Very exciting right there. He's our first one up to the castle age this game. So very excited to see what he's got in store for us. He's actually gone for a 5 racks open. Just to double check, that is Genoa, right? Yeah. I wonder why he's going so heavy into the raxes. So he's looking to make a lot more sergeants, I suspect. Meanwhile, towards the south, he's going to be picking up this merchant point of interest once again. So doing a really good job to control this one. 2, he's got another lost Ronin down here. He's actually got the new Ronins that he's picked up here. So a number of look at the amount of damage these guys have got. 8+7. Wow. Why have they got such high bonus damage? Bonus armor as well. How do these even work? Swift armored infantry with good damage. Rogue mercenary hide from a lost Ronin capture point. It's armored and it gets stronger with each age up, and it gets countered by knights, crossbowmen, and lancers. So there you go. So it's a heavy melee infantry unit. So yeah, very cool unit to see on the map. We've got another age up that's coming through. So we've got Crackety here who's aged up to the castle age as well. And we've also seen, who else is aged up? I heard someone else go up. Puppy Paw has gone up as well. So definitely a lot of 2TC gamers out here. Have a look at all these manners though. Wow, talk about good manners. Ronin are just doing their work on the sheep. I like this. He's putting the Ronin to good use here, killing the sheep, getting a little bit of target practice in. Trying to shear them the best he can. All the pilgrims making their way through. 130 gold on each of these, and he will, in the end, be able to connect both of them up here. Now, if you hear any thuds or bangs, just keep in mind, that is my son. He's upstairs at the moment. Probably not the smartest decision for me to put the studio under his play area, especially considering just how much he likes to jump around up there. But, yeah, just keep in mind, it's probably not, you know, there's not a... In Australia, we'd say there's not a possum in your roof. A possum's like this little thing that gets into your roof, and you can hear them. Yeah, it's not a possum in your roof. All right, it's a possum in my roof. The little guy. Beastie's aged up. 3TC on the age up. Where did he go? Let's take a look and see what his age up is. Looks like he has gone into Angevin. This is going to be for the spearmen, so he'll be able to access the heavy spearmen through the Angevin Empire. So working his way up there. Now let's check in with our players over on the east side of the map, and we can see the sergeants together with the Ronin on the front line, doing a decent job of forcing these units back. We do have a fortress that's going to come up here for Puppy Paw in the center of the map, looking to try and defend this position a little bit more effectively. But there's a lot of units from Corvinus1. And keep in mind, this is melee damage that is being done here, and that's a lot of melee damage. 11+3. Tell you what, they are scary units, these sergeants. Meanwhile, over towards the east side, we'll check in on the age up coming through from SAS. It's going to be the King's College. Absurd AI, still in the Dark Age, doesn't know how to age up. Dude, Averly's dying. Look at Averly's score, dude. Averly's getting killed by the AI still. Poor Averly, dude. All of these... Look at this FFA, dude. FFA will never be the same. You're witnessing it here, the 6 Barracks Dark Age. Hey, you've watched my videos before, Absurd AI. You know exactly the strategies. We've done this strategy before, Absurd AI. Remember these ones? Oh, these ones date way back. I remember doing all these little silly challenges where we'd go Dark Age only and try and do spearman maxing with the Abbasid dynasty because they could build battering rams in the Dark Age. This is so funny. I love that Averly's getting caught up with this. Oh man, this poor Averly. I tell you what, I'm rooting for Averly. I've changed my mind. Averly's my new hero. Get him, Averly. Let's check in on that south side though, because Puppy Paw's in a little bit of trouble here. Where's the King? If we take a look and see, King is safely inside the Templar headquarters at the moment. He's going to try and rush up another fortress. We've got the Templar brother here as well. He's looking to try and focus down all of the villages, and we can see just how much damage is being done here. Plenty of these little axes being thrown out, throwing axemen. How much damage is he really doing here? Oh my lord, did he just one-shot that unit? He is doing a lot of damage to these units. These are crazy because the thing is they're all ranged units, but they're melee. And so that makes them able to easily focus down enemy units. They've also got the melee armor as well. 5 melee armor on these. He's just going to town. These are very difficult to deal with here. I mean, he's going to need some archers on the defense, but it's a tough little opening. Meanwhile, Beastie can be facing a little bit of the wrath of Crackety here. Fortunately for him, his nearest neighbor, Averly's got his hands full with an Absurd AI who refuses to age up. Finally, the Abbey of Kings coming in at 17 minutes for the Absurd AI. I tell you what, he knows exactly how to play FFA, this Absurd AI. I can't believe this Absurd AI, dude. Absolutely absurd. We'll say that right now. Fortress is going to go up, but at what cost? He finally gets the fortress online, but how many villages did he lose? Let's take a look and see. What's Puppy Paw sitting on? He's sitting on 36 vills at the moment. Compare that to Corvinus1, who's on 63. So definitely, yeah, a little bit favored right now, Corvinus1. Now, realistically, nobody else has been attacked. We do have Imperial Age coming through from SAS, but like, even though SAS has got neighbors, we'll say that politely, he's done well to just evade any real danger at the moment. Beastie over on that west side, Pilgrim's going to get caught out of position. Knights Hospitaller working down his front line. Where is Beastie going, by the way? Because we don't really see a whole lot of stuff out from him just yet. Oh, okay. That's where he's going. Has he gone Imperial Age, Beastie? Beastie has gone Imperial Age. Let's check and see what the town center. He's gone into the Polish for the Imperial Age, and you know what that means? That means that we are going to have ourselves a lot of slachta. Well, Beastie's going to need to act soon because these units are on his front door. Cap now aging up, rather SAS now aging up. He's moving into the Wingard Palace, and towards that south side, we continue to see pressure being put on. I like the fact that there's multiple outposts coming in down here. Walla attempts, gonna get denied. Beastie trying his best. Fortress coming up. Crackety here, picking a fight with one of the big dogs early on in this game. Absurd AI, welcome to the Feudal Age. Great to see you up here, my friend. I thought you were meant to be absurd, but not that absurd. That was absolutely absurd. More walls continuing to come up. We've got, is this the only sacred site? No, there are more sacred sites. It's just that they are all towards the center of the map. So all of the Knights Templar are going to have a little bit of difficulty getting their pilgrims towards the center, considering just how many there are of them. Meanwhile, towards that top side, this fortress is coming up online. Beastie, we can see that he's got the Siege Workshop coming out as well. Definitely looks to be one of the first potential victims in this game. Crackety here, of course, has had his back to the wall, but at the end of the day, that's meant that he's been able to really knuckle down, and now that Polish cavalry coming through as we witness the trebuchets fire down upon the town centers. Keep in mind, this is the Templar headquarters as well, so if this Templar headquarters fall, Beastie falls. This is his only landmark at the moment, and that cavalry continues to cause havoc right now. Crackety has started to add in more crossbowmen. So working these units down, but you can see just how much damage they're able to do. These big charges coming in. Trebuchet on the backside. He's looking to try and clean these up. Plenty of units inside the fortress as well. Going to be providing a little bit of additional support. We'll check back in and see how Puppy Paw is doing in the center. He's definitely having a little bit of trouble here. We'll say that much as the numbers continue to build. Look at all the sergeants that are out. Oh, the Springles. Such a smart move to move into the Springles. They get plenty of bonus damage against these sergeants. So they'll be able to take them out, but you can see the sergeants have managed to catch them. And now underneath the fortress, we do actually have a Templar brother inside. Ville's going to jump out out. Springold's still doing their work, trying their best to focus down these units, but having a little bit of trouble. Meanwhile, towards the west side, the numbers are looking better for Beastie as he's cleaned this up, but we do start to see Spearmen moving out. They've got their bonus damage. Have they got their bonus damage? I don't see. No, they don't have their bonus damage. They've just got a cool little skin going at the moment. And Beastie definitely in a bit of trouble here. We can see more and more units continuing to come out. That triple TC has meant he's been a little bit behind the 8 ball on military production. And more and more units continue to come through. Beastie could be in big trouble. I don't know if he realizes that this is his last landmark. If he doesn't, he's going to need to get one up quickly. Puppy Paw gets eliminated. Apologies for not seeing it at the town center. No, he's just gone ahead and surrendered. He's, I don't think he got eliminated because the town center itself would, was still standing and the king's fallen out. So I think he's either disconnected in classic Puppy Paw style or he's just given it up, which, I mean, it's to be understood, right? The reality is Corvinus1 has had a wonderful little position. Great to see that we've still got our alien tech in the game. But yeah, Corvinus1 has had a great little spot from this south side. He's just been able to really leverage the edge of the map and just kind of push off it straight towards that north. And he picks up the plus 50 population now and catapults himself towards the victory, because now he's got that extra 50 population. It means 50 more villages or 50 more military, however you want to do it. The keep, or rather the fortress does come up online. The trebuchet placement is through. Crackety here's landmark goes down. And now, Crackety here, he's going to be looking to move back away from this position. He might have to think about potentially heading north. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Averley is dude, the absurd AI is actually killing Averley. This is this is hilarious, dude. Averley's so stuck, man. You spawned in the wrong neighborhood, Averley. You spawned in the wrong neighborhood. Oh my lord. So let's talk a little bit about why these two civilizations are going to be incredible when it comes to FFA. So first and foremost, the House of Lancaster. Where do we even begin with the House of Lancaster? Anywhere other than these guys right here, the manors. So let's ride on board with the manors. So the manors are incredible because they just provide you permanent resources for the entirety of the game. They're just trickling in, and it's basically resources that you're getting for free in the sense that you don't have to pay population space for them. It means that you can have a big army, it means that you can have fewer villages, and you're still going to have that same economic value that you're getting compared to other civilizations. So that's part of the reason why they're so good. They also get a lot of really good bonuses as well that help them out in the late game. In particular, Billman is incredible. As long as you can just weave this in, it means that you're going to be able to effectively deal with armored units throughout the game. And as long as you've got spearmen that you're trickling in, you're going to be having a good time. But it looks like we've got ourselves a little bit of infighting right now as the yeomen prepare on the side of Sasson, firing off in anticipation, unable to actually make too many connections there. Meanwhile, on the side of Kaup, how many yeomen do we actually see on his side? Only the 12. So a little less impactful there. A little bit of infighting between these two. Now we check in on the other side and take a look at the pilgrims that are coming through for the Knights Templar and talk about why they are potentially strong when it comes to FFA. And I think part of the reason why they are strong in FFA is because of how much you can stack their bonuses up. And we do actually see, oh my lord, we do actually see the Teutons coming through right now for Corvinus1. And this is part of what makes them so scary. The Teutonic Knight is by far the coolest unit in the game. Don't at me. Don't comment saying, no, it's not. It is. Objectively. It's a fact. It's like 1 + 1 = 2. It's the exact same sort of fact, all right? The Teutonic Knight is the most badass unit that you've ever seen. It's like, it's everything you wanted to be when you were a little boy. It's tough. It's slow. And it needs a little bit of assistance. Man, I tell you what, I'm having fun. I'm really having fun. It's so great to see these guys playing FFA, getting into it, and we've got ourselves. I mean, this is such a fun match to watch because, I mean, Beastie, he's a Titan when it comes to FFA, and really we've seen Crackety here just trying his best to take out the Titan, but obviously it's a little bit of David versus Goliath, and the Goliath in this game might not actually be Beastie. Could in fact be somebody else. Corvinus1 continues to build, and no one's really looking to challenge him, and I fear that things are only going to get bad before they get worse. Because keep in mind, there's a bit of infighting going on between these two House of Lancaster players, and if Corvinus1 is able to capitalize on that, it means that he could potentially run away with this game. We've seen it time and time again before where players are allowed to just be unchallenged, and that's really what creates that runaway situation. You know, Beastie's been challenged by Crackety. Crackety's been exhausted by Beastie. Averley's been... Averley's still in his base. He hasn't been able to push out yet, dude. Dude, poor Averley. He's getting outmatched by the absurd AI, dude. Oh, the absurd AI is absolutely... I love the fact that at this point it's just an agreement between these two, like, hey man, like, I've got my battle, you've got yours, like, you just fight yours, I'll fight mine. Meanwhile, over on this side of the map, you know, Kalp and Sass, they're working it in slowly, and I suspect this is just going to be the case of, you know, Corvinus is just going to be able to capitalize here. He's got a huge amount of pilgrims that are now starting to come out. Doesn't look like, no, he has actually picked up the bonus here for the extra little bit of health, but now firing off the yeoman towards the back line. You can see just how much damage they're able to do with those incendiary arrows. As he got the synchronized shot, we've just missed it apparently. But a little bit of Lancaster on Lancaster action. Tell you what, don't save it for your adult websites. We serve it here to you right on YouTube. This is the good stuff here. Ronins, what are the stats like for these bad boys? Not too bad at all. 16 damage is pretty damn decent. They've got a fair bit of health on them as well. A lot of ranged armor though, that's for sure. 8 ranged armor, that's incredible. And now those knights, no, rather those demi-lancers are coming out. They've got demi-lancers on both sides, in fact, these two. And we hear what appear to be boars going down on the south side. Let's check in and see how Corvinus1 is doing, because these fights continue over towards the west side. Beastie's still dealing with the thorn in his side that is crackety. He's also got another landmark fortress in the back of the base. I do like this. He's probably going to be looking to usher the king across there. At the moment, he's sitting in this fortress. And now the Culverin going to be working down the defensive keeps coming out from Kalp. Sacred Site captured in the center of the map. Which now that it's captured, it means that all of those pilgrims are not going to be able to go there unless you own the sacred site. That's the only way you can do it. We've got ourselves some stone walls that have come up along the west. I think you can still technically get around this stone wall. We'll allow it for now. And Kalp's going to be in a little bit of trouble. Now, I'll say it right now. If Sass can take out Kalp before Corvinus1 can take him out, he's going to be in a great spot. And look at the yeoman. Oh, they've just gone a little bit short. They were trying to take out all the villagers. And they just went a little bit too short on that. And as a result, just missed them. The synchronized shot was right here, and the villagers were running along this bottom side. Keep does come up, and it means that now more keeps coming online. Kalp stays alive for a little bit longer. And as Kalp stays alive for a little bit longer, Corvinus1 gets a little bit stronger. And that's what it's all about. Longer, stronger. You heard it here first. How does Beastie go about defending? Let's ride on board with the Beast from the east. Well, he's technically on the west at the moment. Let's see how he goes about playing this defense. At the moment, the king is making his way back. He's got a couple of outposts. Pilgrim can no longer travel to the selected sacred site. All 3 of them have been taken, so it means that pilgrims are pretty much just out of the picture here for Beastie. And oh, he's going straight for the king, straight for the throat. All of the Polish cavalry now going to come around. He's got a whole bunch of traps. He's stuck into the back of the base. How did he get through? How did he get past? Look at this. Kraken, he's running, he's sprinting, trying to get over here. The king, he needs to make sure there's no escape into this town center right here. That's the one way out. That's the one route. That's the one potential way he can win this game or stay alive, keep himself in the frame. And now we watch patiently, waiting for this action. The king about to come out to be revealed. It looks like he might be going down here. I don't see how he gets out alive. He's got a potential route. He can run up and around. Let's see if he goes for it. Working it down. Where's he going? Beastie's falling back. Beastie says, I can't do it. Beastie gets on out of the game and he says, no, sorry, Bob, not going to be happening. King stays alive. Imperial Age for Absurd AI. Watch out, Averly. The Absurd AI is coming for you. And Beastie has just kind of run out of tempo. I guess he just realized that there were too many Veals repairing up the Templar headquarters. He wasn't going to be able to take it down. If he did, he was going to lose everything. Meanwhile, over towards the east side, Roboldaquin numbers are building. I tell you what, this is what's so scary about Lancaster, the fact that you can just basically call on Roboldaquins endlessly. You pay a fair price for them, but you're just going to have this siege always backing you up. And what was that? That was the sound of a landmark somewhere on the map going down. Oh, don't tell me what it was. Don't tell me what it was. We're going to watch these yeomen and see how they go fighting off. Meanwhile, the army continues to build. Genoese crossbowmen also out now for him. And Corvinus1 starting to pick up the pace in the middle of the map. More yeomen on the defense. He's able to pick off all of the Roboldaquins. Poor Randy. There was 8 Randys out here, and now there are 0. All right, well, for the moment, Beastie, the action is on him. The camera is on him. We're watching him. The Treb in placement, firing off. The outpost is now down, but he looks quite safe in the back here. He's got plenty of resources to be able to eat through. How's he doing on that Vil count at the moment? 148 Vils, definitely a reasonable amount of Vils to have. He's trying to clean up the economy here of Crackety so that he can actually finish him off. We can see how many units Crackety's got out here towards the front of the base. Plenty of economy back here as well. And let's check back in and see. Oh no, it looks like Corvinus1 has made the decision, instead of going after the 2 Lancaster players, he's going to be opting. Oh, does he realize that he can go through here? I think he can go through here. He might not be able to. Maybe it's this little spot right here. But it looks like Corvinus1 might be having a bit of a field day. The Teutonic Knights are out. They're going to be debuffing all of those units. Keep that in mind. And now all of the trebuchets going to be firing down across on that fortress. Huge amounts of damage coming out from these counterweight trebuchets. And inside the base, you can see that Beastie is looking to wreak havoc upon his opponents, able to take out the fortress as well as all these units. Plenty of sergeants in the back working together with the Genoese crossbowmen. And we check now in on the south side. You can see he's got plenty of production back here. Over towards that east side, the yeomen going to start moving up and firing off towards the range on the backside, not able to hit. And now, meanwhile, the response from the enemy yeomen comes in. Not a whole lot of damage being done from either party here. Meanwhile, towards the north, Averley's still struggling to keep his head above water, the poor guy. The absurd AI. I'm not even kidding you. It's really an AI. It's not a human. It's an actual AI. King out of water. King out of water. Crackety here trying to run that king. Crackety here looks like he's about to go down. Unfortunately, Beastie has fought long and hard, but in the end, it's Corvinus1 who secures a second kill this game and pushes his population to a powerful 300 pop. Crackety here taps out of the game. He doesn't tap out. He gets forced out of the game. And now Corvinus1 says, okay, where are we going next? Let's ride on board with him because he now sits at a very certain favorite to win this game. The odds of Corvinus1 right now on Polymarket have skyrocketed up. He's at $1.01 to win. That's, you bet $1, you get $1.01 back. It is he's a very short favorite right now. This is a tough game to come back from. They're going to have to unite if they want to find a way into this game. And have a look at the defense that we've got right now in the Templar headquarters. More than 10,000 health on this, a whole bunch of fortresses around, and he's continuing to utilize that king ability to find out where all those kings are, and he's going to make his way over towards the base of Beastie. There's a number of unique units that he's got in here. First and foremost, we've got the Teutonic Knight on the front, which gets more powerful the more units it kills. An extra 5 health, an extra 1 damage for each unit it takes out. The second unit he's got, the Genoese crossbowman, a flat damage unit that gets a little bonus against melee infantry, incredibly powerful at just breaking realistically anything down. And then finally we've got the Sergeant, which is a melee unit that fires from range. So it's got a total of 4 range. And Beastie now with plenty of cavalry, Polish cavalry coming through, looking to try and make a connection. He's able to do it, but there's plenty of spears here together with the Teutonic Knights, and all of the damage coming out from these Genoese crossbowmen. You can see in the corridor here, Beastie just unfortunately gets absolutely obliterated. Meanwhile, the trebuchet emplacements on both sides here are working their way through the magic. Behind the scenes, a little bit of an attack happening over here. Plenty of DMZ action happening over on the east side. And how we do it over here, it looks like finally Averley's got the... It's taken him 32 minutes, but Averley's finally beaten the absurd AI. It is not that absurd. You know what? I take it back. It's quite absurd. How did it take him so long to beat the absurd AI? Maybe the AI's just gotten much better. Boom, those trebs. Oh my lord, those trebs. 8 counterweight trebuchets now out on the map. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, it looks like there's a couple of yeomen that are starting to work their way through. We do also see a monk back here. Also, the Ronin are behind the scenes. He could look to try and go for an assassination, but I think it's unlikely considering how many keeps and fortresses we've got around this town center that is being protected, or that is protecting the king. And now it goes down another landmark. The Trebs are firing off. Beastie's in trouble, that is for sure. These players are going to have to start working together if they want to deal with Corvinus1. But the trouble that you got is that to get to Corvinus1, you're going to have to go through one or the other. And that means that Kaup is going to be looking to fight with Sass until the end of times. We were just talking a little bit earlier about the fact that Sass needed to finish off Kaup before Corvinus1 came for him, but it turns out that Sass is going to be the one that's finished off by Kaup. Kaup, of course, on the English, firing off in that backline, rather on that English variant. We see the response. It's kind of funny. They forget that they've got the ability, then they use it, and they're like, oh, that's right, and then they see the other player using it, and then they pop theirs as well. And we see now that king is out of water. What we got? The absurd AI, the keep, or the town center did go down. What is going on right now? Where's that king? The king is out. I wonder if he's looking to try and protect it. He's running forward to the keep. I think that's probably the only place he can really go. He's got nowhere else that's really that well defended. Meanwhile, towards the west side, more and more action unpacking. Ronin out here doing their magic. King could get sniped off. Not probably going to happen. Treb still working it down. So many damn units, dude. I love this. I love that the Absurd AI is actually beating a Conqueror 3 player. It's incredible. What a story. What a storyline right here you're witnessing. I can't believe it. We've got another fortress down here, so no landmark victory really in sight at the moment. King, where's the king? At the moment, the king is still probably in this fortress at the back. No, he's not. Where's the king? I swear I saw the king on the minimap. Maybe I'm a little bit crazy. Oh, wait, what? Oh, he's going for it. Oh, my lord, look at the amount of damage that's come through. Where's the king for Corvinus1? Corvinus1, where's your king? I don't see any... There's nothing in here at the moment. Has he run the king to the front? He's run the king to the front. He's all the way at the front. Old Hughes de Payans. I tell you what, there's going to be some Payans in this games because Corvinus1 is... Wow, I can't believe there was a whole backdoor attempt that happened here. He's got the quadruple siege workshop. He's still trying to find a way through. The Polish cavalry will make their way towards his position. He's trying to siege it down. You can see there's a lot of health on it. 7,800. The race continues over towards the west side. And this is a battle for the ages. That is for sure. The yeoman still... I can't believe it, dude. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe Averly's really fighting against the Absurd AI this entire game. 35 minutes into this game, and he's just still not able to do it. I'll tell you what else I can't believe. I can't believe how close this was. We almost missed this. Corvinus1, a favorite to win this game, sitting at $1.01. You know, and Beastie almost just upset him. The king's on the way back now, going to be heading towards safety. You can see him rally down towards this position. Probably going to have a few villagers moving over towards the Templar headquarters. I tell you what, I've been feeling like a little bit of a rap god this game. The action has been non-stop, but what an incredible game. What a great first FFA that we are witnessing on this new DLC. I tell you what, FFA is never going to be the same with these civilizations. These are so much fun to watch and see how they unpack and see how differently people play them. So on one side, you've got a Beastie who's playing with the Polish cavalry, who's looking to get all that charge damage. And on the other side, you've got Corvinus1, who's looking to really take advantage of just that main army, attack army, the whole idea of the Teutonic Knight, the Genoese crossbowman. Wow, that was pretty cool. That was pretty damn cool. We almost got hit. The cameraman almost got taken out there. That would have been tough. Imagine if we took a tumble right there. Meanwhile, towards the east side, I love that we've just have the two Lancaster bros fighting it out against each other. Oh man, these guys have been going non-stop all game. Yeoman firing off, falling short a little bit there. Unfortunately, the micro was on point from Kaup. I'm really looking forward to when people actually start baiting out, because I don't know how much you guys know about this, but essentially the way the synchronized shot works is you can just grab this guy right here and do a synchronized shot, and the enemy can see where you place it. And so if you just fire off with one, it kind of triggers in the enemy's mind that you've used your synchronized shot, and then we're going to see everybody else use their synchronized shot. Or maybe like have people do like staggered synchronized shots where you just put synchronized shots across the entire battlefield, where you basically go like control group 1, control group 2, control group 3, and then you go 1, Y, or like 1 synchronized shot, 2 synchronized shot, 3 synchronized shot. But here they're focused all down on the Revoltaquin, one-shotting the Revoltaquin out from within, out from within, oh my god, where am I going with that? Out from beneath him. That was what I wanted to say. Jeez Louise. Meanwhile, towards it, oh my god, he's actually dying to the Absurd AI. He's actually dying to the Absurd AI. The Absurd AI is killing him with his veteran spearman and his elite yeoman. Wow, Averly. This is a story for the ages. Averly, you're not going to live this down for a long time, my friend. Though, to be fair, Krakeny died before, and to be fair, Puppy Paw died before the Absurd AI died. I can't believe that this is actually happening. I tell you what, Beastie managed to really pull that one over the top. I did not expect to see that kind of response from him, and now take a look at this. He's commanded all of these units to now, he's right-clicked them somewhere, probably on that keep that is holding in the king inside that last fortress. All of the units lit up with their torches. The Teutonic Knights. We've got the men-at-arms, the spears here as well. A huge amount of infantry in this army. How many units are we talking about here? 150! I tell you what, that's a good amount of units. He's got 193 military at the moment on the map. Meanwhile, over towards that east side, the yeomen never stop. These two are very evenly matched. No one's really found a way through just yet. Trebs on Trebs, and Beastie actually surrenders. He throws in the towel. He says, you know what? I know that you're coming. I know that there's nothing I can do about it. He was slowly adding in more and more units, but he's just given up. He's surrendered to the might, the power of Corvinus1, who continues his rampage in this game, his stampede of enemies across the map, and looks even stronger as he marches on towards that final destination Of course, now that's going to push him up to 350 population. If he's able to pick up that last king kill, which I'm sure he will, he'll know that the fortress has been eliminated, and all he needs are a couple of longbows, and he can shoot over the top of the wall, and pew, that's it. Well, not longbows, but any kind of ranged unit. Do we have any ranged units? A couple of Genoese crossbowmen here. We've got some sergeants in here as well. I don't know if it's sergeant or sergeant. I want to say sergeant. He's actually just going to throw down battering rams to get to the king. I mean, the Genoese crossbowmen should be able to reach... Oh, maybe not. Maybe the Genoese crossbowmen can't reach from there. Okay, so where does he go from here? We'll have to wait and see. Cannon emplacement on the keep. Firing down upon the units here. Plenty of trebs on defense. He's going to turn around, and yeoman facing off. You can see a little bit of damage onto the demi-lancers. These guys are heavily armored. Now onto the back line. Plenty of damage coming out from the yeoman on the other side. I'm really looking forward to seeing how these guys utilize this. And there's that king going down now. Did manage to take it out. And that's going to be all 3 king kills now going over to Corvinus1. And at this point, you know, if I was Averly, I'd be saying to the absurd AI, like, hey, bud, do you reckon it's possible that maybe... do you think it's possible maybe we could work together to take out that guy over there? And the absurd AI is just like, no, you are the closest to me, and I'm going to fight against you. I can't believe it, dude. You know, let's ride on board with the absurd AI. What's going on with the absurd AI, dude? It's got 9 manas. Okay, it's absolutely pumping. Oh, my lord, dude. Look at the resources it's getting. This is insane. It's actually insane. It's crazy. It's got all the upgrades. It knows what it's doing. It actually knows how to play the game. It's literally got everything. It's protecting its king as well. It's putting it in the keep. And we just heard another Lord of Lancaster go down. And now the dominoes are going to fall very quickly. Because, you know, the reality is when it comes to this, these guys are so evenly matched. But just a little bit of weight coming through from the other side, and you can see how quickly Corvinus1 is going to be pushing these guys over. That's the first landmark going down. That'll be the second. There's the third. Where's the fourth one? It can't be too far. The king. Oh, he's donating the king. Somebody stop him, please. I tell you what. I mean, if there's anybody that's earned it, it's got to be Kaup. And if Kaup is going to stop Corvinus1 this game, it's going to have to be with the king. The worst part is that the 2 players that are left in the north of the map are still fighting it out against each other, and there's nothing he can do about it. And you can see all the landmarks. Did all the landmarks just get eliminated? I think they did. We had 1 here, 2 there, 3 there. Where was the 4th landmark? There, the Wingard Palace. That was it. All 4 of them taken out. And now we can see that this is the final king is right here. He was moving it forward. Kaup's going to try and grab it. He focuses it down and will be able to pick it up now. So that means that he's got himself a little bit more space to play with. But look at the resources. Immediately, Corvinus1 says, "Hey, are you interested in a little bit of a battle? You want to fight it out? You want to see how we can dabble in a little bit of fighting?" The yeomen are going to be outmatched, outnumbered. Mangonel on the rise. Yeoman fire off. Yeoman, decent damage as well on that front line, able to take out. You can see all the bodies that have hit the floor. A huge amount of damage through there, and as long as he's able to continue kiting back, he should be okay. Let's go into Corvinus1 perspective so we can get that message off our screen. I tell you what, I wish there was a way that they could just remove that message from FFA, or just caster games in particular. And now he's got a beautiful little spot. Look at all the units stacked in here. He's got not a lot of surface damage that he can be hit with. All these melee units kind of bugging out, spazzing out a little bit, trying to find their way through. But of course, Corvinus1 has got plenty of reinforcements on the way, marching across the map. All sacred sites now taken. There are 3 players that remain, but realistically, there is 1, because these 2 in the north are still fighting it out. You know the worst part, dude? Corvinus1's going to kill Averly. Corvinus1 is going to be the one that takes out the absurd AI, dude. It's not even going to be Averly that does it. It's so sad, man. It's so sad. Look at this. The keep is still strong. He's still fighting. He's still pushing. Look at this, man. Mangonel numbers looking incredible over here for him. Treb's now going to start firing down as well. They're looking to unleash on this Lancaster castle over on the east side of the map, and Kaup surrenders. He says, you know what? I know I'm not going to have this one. And where is that king? I don't know where that final king is. There he is, the monarch in the very back corner of the base. The last landmark was, in fact, constructed within the walls, so that means Corvinus1's going to have to construct battering rams if he wants to get through here, or bring the siege up, and it looks like the siege is probably going to come up because it's not too far away here. He's got the extra burst attack, so he should be able to get through this pretty damn quickly. Let's see how fast he's able to take it down. He's got double walls on this backside. In fact, he had quite a few walls across this map. Indeed, the first shot, the first volley from the trebuchets immediately eliminates these, and we hear more units going down. Oh my lord, Averly's actually dying. Averly, Somebody come help Averley. Please, Corvinus1. Help him. Help. Look at Averley's score. 4,600. 1,100 for the absurd AI. Dude, the absurd AI, honestly, now that I think about it, I wonder if the absurd AI with Lancaster is actually insanely good, because the AI gets bonuses to how much resources it generates. Oh my, oh, wow. Oh, look at the AI, dude. Yeah. Okay. The AI with Lancaster is going to be the best by far, because it's multiplying all of the generated resources. It's giving it an extra 100%. The absurd AI. So this is the equivalent of like 18 menas that are coming through right now and being generating resources. You can see just how much are in the bank right now. It's incredible. Wow, that is crazy, dude. I'll be honest. No wonder Averley can't beat the absurd AI. What a storyline though. Absurd AI versus Averley, and in the end, it was the absurd AI who arguably is going to come out on top. I wonder, you know, if you gave these guys, if you gave Averley 2 hours alone with the absurd AI, would he be able to defeat it? It's using the synchronized shot against him, dude. It's even using the synchronized shot against him, dude. Oh my lord, I can't believe what we're witnessing. It's actually like a human. It's really like a human. Treb's firing off. Now looking to focus down the White Tower. Is he going to be able to take him out? What's the goal here? Okay, Corvinus1 looks like he's going for a Sacred Site victory. Can we check how long on the Sacred Tracker we've got? Oh, no, no, we can't. It's 3 out of 3. Oh, gosh. I love that this has just been completely forgotten. Oh, can we get, like, an FFA? Oh, I know that you just fixed the caster. Like, I know you just fixed, like, the caster mode, but, like, do you think we could get, like, an FFA UI? Maybe? Maybe? I mean, we can do our own thing and we can, but, like... Come on, really? Like this is the saddest UI that we've got right here. Averley also copping quite a bit of damage here from the Yeoman, but at the end of the day, still standing strong. Yeoman numbers looking healthy, looking good. All right, Corvinus1 is moving out a couple of scouts. I love that the absurd AI is still holding on against Averley. It is the gift that keeps on giving this game, I tell you what. I couldn't believe it when I realized that Averley was caught in such a battle here. So how long do we even have on these timers? I would suspect we've probably got like another 5 minutes or so, but it's hard to know. More scouts coming out. So he just wants to try and get an idea on what's actually going on up here, because these guys are just locked in battle. And to be honest, at this point, like, we know that Corvinus1 is going to win. The question's going to be about whether Averley's actually going to beat the absurd AI before Corvinus1 wins, and whether or not Corvinus1's going to let him, because at the moment he definitely looks quite content. We've got quite a few units that are in here now. A lot of that is going to be villagers, but you can see right here that's 220 military units that are in this vicinity. It's a decent amount of units. Not a bad amount of units. Okay, well, speaking of units, have a look at the production numbers that we've got out from this AI, by the way. This is a really good army that he's got here. Get him, boy. Averley's not even going for the king. Like, to be honest, you could probably go for the king with these trebs. Like, surely there's no way that if he really wanted to, he could just go for the king and take the king out, right? Like, these trebs, all the heavy spears, and you just bring them over here and take him out? I mean, maybe there's a chance that you don't. Let's have a look and see what the play is. Scout's still on the north here. They've got that extra little bit of armor coming through. He's just going to continue fortifying the sacred sites in the center of the map. Keep in mind, he's got 3 of them in his control at the moment. And now those trebs looking to move forward with a handful of heavy spears to defend them. Mango's in tow. Get him, boy. Is he going? He's just going to try and go for the landmarks. 1, 2, 3. And the 4th one is already down. So he's got 3 remaining. He can definitely move up into position here. Let's go, Averley. Let's go, Averley. Defense, Averley. Defense. Defense. I feel like I'm at a basketball game. Let's check in over on that west. Oh, no. Absurd AI. Not now, absurd AI. No, absurd AI. Oh. Did you hear that? I think that was him using the market ability. Yeah, he just used the pilgrim loan. 300 per minute for 2 minutes. So he paid 1,000 food, and he's getting a little bit of gold in return. Dude, the absurd AI is actually absurd, because it's not even considering the fact that it's getting attacked back here. It's going to neutralize the sacred site. How good is that, though? Like, that's exactly what you want it to do, right? You want it to neutralize the sacred site. You want it to work together with everybody else. The problem is you don't want it to do it at the cost of losing itself and losing its base. in the end, I think Averley might actually have it, but it's only because at 48 minutes and the Sacred Side victory later that the absurd AI actually dropped the ball. I tell you what, there's a part of me that was going to brand this video or like frame this video. Wait, Averley's only going up to Imperial now. There was a part of me that wanted to frame this video as like, you know, FFA is never going to be the same. These two civs are absolutely going to change the way FFA plays. But then there's a part of me that's like, dude, absurd AI is actually cracked, dude. He's going toe-to-toe with not just a Conqueror 3 player. Like, Averley's a very good player. You got to remember that. He is one of the best players in the world here. And this AI is dumpstering him, dude. Sorry, Averley. I'm sorry, man. He's finally aging up. He's like, yeah, Imperial, we got it. We got the Imperial age. There's the 3 minutes until Sacred Defeat. And you can see the absurd AI is making his way towards the center of the map. There's a decent-sized army here to meet the absurd AI. Good luck, absurd AI. Good luck, my friend. And now firing off. The Yeomen have got the right idea. Plenty of unique units in here. Teutonic Knights together with the Sergeants on the back. The Genoese crossbowmen and the Yeomen firing off, getting some decent shots in, but unfortunately not able to take out that many units. We see about 6 or 7 on the ground, but unfortunately the Randys get taken out and the Teutonic Knights are just way too strong when it comes to FFA. Look at this combo that he's got. Just a beautiful combo. 10. What are you even doing with the Siege Tower? He's got a whole bunch of units in there. Go! Averley, go! I believe, Averley. That's the last landmark. Yay, Averley! Go, Averley! You can do it! He's finally able to defeat the enemy after all this time. Only because they got pulled away from the Sacred Site, but that's okay. What are you doing up there? Get down here! You're about to lose your last landmark, ladies and gentlemen. It's finally done. Averley finally takes out the absurd AI. And where did the king? The king's over here. Come get your dinner. Come get your king. And Averley, oh, I tell you what, he's gonna feel very happy. After all this time, 50 minutes into the game, he was finally able to climb Mount Impossible. What a task for him. After 50 minutes, there's the king. Oh, he's feeling so good. He can die happy. He can resign happy right now. He says, you know what? I can't believe this, dude. What a game. What a game from Averley. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it. The king out towards the middle. And he surrenders. He says, good game, well played. That's enough from me. Ladies and gentlemen, go check him out. The creators are all down in the description. What an amazing FFA game we have just witnessed. That absurd AI was truly absurd. I can't believe that. All right, we'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Wow.